Hello, welcome to Beach View, our podcast where we talk about all sorts of things and stuff.
Yep, and today we're doing our last of 4 albums. This time we're doing Florence and the Machine's How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, which is a 2015 album.
Yeah, 2015. So long ago. How have you liked doing 4 albums in a row? Did you enjoy it?
I mean, I feel the same way I did last time we did it.
It's just been a while. Well, I like listening to new and old music, so I enjoyed it doing the 4 album weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the second Florence and the Machine album we've done. And this was the next one after the last one we did, Ceremonials. And yeah, this one's it still has a little bit of the orchestral, that grand sound, lots of instruments in it, but this one's a bit more stripped down than Ceremonials was, and also it's a lot more rock-oriented.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think this is their 3rd studio album.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So I liked, you can kind of see from the last one we did, you can kind of see how it changed a little bit, as you said.
Yep.
So, overall, what did you think?
Yeah, so I really like this album. I think I would place Ceremonials above it, but they are, going for different things. And there's a lot of songs on here I really, really like.
Yeah.
And, I would say this is probably one of my favorite albums. So.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I actually like this one better than Ceremonials.
Okay.
I don't know. I just remember Ceremonials being, really good, but also just a little too much for me. I don't know what other way to describe it.
Yeah,
but I listened to this one and I was like, oh no, this one I think was a really, really nice album. I really enjoyed it. So I liked it much better.
Yeah. Definitely enjoyable album for me. I will say, I think maybe should have cut some tracks on here.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of fitting together within the album, but
I could see that.
We'll talk about that when we get there. It's kind of a weird, statement to make about an album.
No, I think you're absolutely right. But, overall, I think the album worked. I really enjoyed it, and I think it made me a bigger fan, I would say, of Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, you want to get into the track by track?
Yeah, let's get into it. So, number 1, Ship to Wreck.
Yep.
So, this is one that was one of their singles, right?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. And this one was probably the most popular off this album.
Yes.
It certainly was the most popular on alternative radio at the time.
Yes, I was going to say also, I definitely have heard this song before. And that's how I base, this was a single. Because I'm like, no, I've definitely heard this have some radio play. So, yeah. But this one was, I think it's a good song. It had a good beat. I think it had some really nice vocals. I liked this. I think, she is like a poet in her lyrics. So I think her lyrics that said, I can't help but pull the earth around me to make my bed. I just think that's I don't know. I really like that. That's just, the imagery you get from that, the feeling that you evoke, or that it evokes. And I think this one, overall, I thought, this is a nice post-breakup song.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean, but putting that as, nice when it's, a reflection on, did I fuck up?
No, I think it's, how I'm always, I need, a soundtrack to my life? This, I feel fits in nicely with that, post-breakup. It's a nice song you can just, belt out.
Yeah,
that's why I said it's a nice breakup song.
Well, I guess only if you felt like you were in the wrong.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the lyrics here, like you said, and it's a really cool chorus, and I like the effect throughout with the guitar and the I don't know exactly what instrument it is, but it's a high pitched kind of sounds like a xylophone or something like that.
Yes. I'm always trying to pick out what the instrumentation is, and I didn't know what that was. But the guitar, I think we see that on a few of these songs. Like it kind of comes through. I think more so than on like Ceremonials, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, but like I think the guitars and the drumming to me like stood out more on this album.
Yeah, this definitely like it feels like a more rock focused like, sound.
I think that's why
you can tell
I liked it better.
Like this song.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think it's a great intro song to the album. You know, hooks you right away. You don't?
This is one of the ones I would cut. I really like this song, but this feels like a single and not like part of the album proper.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that, but...
Like, it's just, to me, doesn't fit with the vibes of the rest of the album.
Oh, see, I kind of feel like it did. And maybe it's because, like, okay, again, we're seeing this, like the water references, you know, like the drowning kind of references, that she does a lot, I feel like. And so I kind of thought that went in with that theme, you know?
Okay, yeah, I mean, lyrically, I think it does.
Yeah,
but, like,
lyrically,
musically, this felt like a single that could have just been, like, a standalone, but, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you mean by that. I thought it was like I was like, oh, I like this, like, intro to the album. So,
yeah, I mean, I still really
like opposites.
This song, though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. So, next,
number 2, What Kind of Man? So this is another one I heard before. I don't know if it was one of the singles or not,
this is
but
one of
I
the
definitely
singles.
heard it.
And this was all, like, either, like, I'm not quite sure, like, but this one was also fairly popular in the alternative, like, radio, so.
Yeah. I think, you know, it went in hard with those beginning vocals. But as it went on... There. Yes, it was really good. And as it went on, like, I liked it even more. This song to me is like so angsty, but like in a good way, you know what I mean? Yeah. And again, when I get into the lyrics, you know, she says, sometimes you're half in and then you're half out, but you never close the door. What kind of man loves like this? So, that's the whole song, the whole premise of the song. And I think the way her vocals are, it just, as I said, like the angstiness, like it's so moody and like just, I like that kind of, it's really powerful lyrics and vocals.
I really like the sting when the like guitar fully comes in, because you get that like slower intro. And I love the delivery on the vocals in that intro, but then like the sting on the guitar happens and you go into the chorus. That's like really good. And then I like the section like right after the first chorus, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the guitar in that, and the lyrics, like I don't know what it is, but I really like the line, "You're a holy fool, all colored blue."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good song.
Yeah, I like it.
This is also one that felt like a single and should have been cut from the album.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
okay.
Like this one especially feels like I don't know. I really like it, but I don't think it fits.
Oh, see, I thought it fit well. Like I thought it, you know, going from Ship to Wreck to What Kind of Man, I thought that was good. I thought there were some songs toward the end that could have been cut that didn't quite fit into me.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny that we're like, you know, we think differently on that one, but I can see what you mean.
There's only one song at the end I think should be cut.
Oh, I'm eager to see what it is.
Okay.
We shall see.
Yes, but next?
Okay, so next is the title track, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, coming in at number 3. And I think this is, you know, we have a nice addition of the horns.
Yeah.
That comes in really strong. I think it's a good song. The outro song is very orchestral.
Yeah.
It's very
instrumental
very
outro.
Pretty.
Yeah, I like that
very
a lot.
nice. It has this like otherworldly feel, and it like kind of talks about the stars. I think it's just like a very beautiful piece on this album.
Yeah, definitely. Really good title track, and like you mentioned, the instrumental outro, I think that's really cool. I mean, I like when they sort of like, you know, popular songs like pop rock and whatnot have instrumental outros. I think that's always really cool.
Yes, me too. It's just gives a different ambiance to the song, I think, you know. They did such a good job with this one, I feel like.
Yeah, and the horns really add to this song.
Yes, exactly. And it's one of those instruments I'm like, oh, that's a horn. I got it. Don't ask me what kind.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I don't know
no.
either. So.
No, I really enjoyed that. But all right, moving on to number 4.
Yep.
We have Queen of Peace. So this one has some nice instrumentals in the intro, and then it picks up into a really good beat. And this one I could identify the trumpets. Yes, exactly. I think the trumpets really shine in this song. And when we get into the lyrics, I like how she says, dissolving like the setting sun, like a boat into oblivion. Like, it's just so poetic to me. And again, we have the water references. So, I mean, I felt the water references throughout.
Well, there's more shipwreck than water, but technically, yes.
Well, you know, as an overarching theme, like the whole water. But yeah, I think it's a really nice. Like, to me, her vocals are always
definitely
shining. But to me, the instruments really, I think, are the highlight of the song for me.
Yeah, the horns in the chorus are just really, really good. And like you said, the lyrics are cool on this. And I like the little story here about, like, the king and the queen.
Yeah.
It's a neat little way to, like, write a song like this.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was really good. Really well done.
More songs about bad relationships or relationships that aren't quite working out.
Yeah, you gotta love all the angsty feelings and all that. It's just really good.
This one's a less angsty song, though.
Yeah, it's definitely less angsty, but
kind of triumphant, honestly, even like with those horns.
It is. Like, I was gonna say, with the trumpets there, it's a nice. It's not as moody as the other ones.
No.
Yeah.
This is like really cool to like belt out with.
It is. I agree.
Yeah. So, next.
All right. Coming in at number 5, we have Various Storms and Saints.
Yeah, this one's slower.
Yeah, it starts off, I think starts off very moody, and it continues definitely. That, like, kind of dark, somber feel to it. This one's definitely a moody piece on the album. In a good way, I think so,
Yeah, and more stripped down than the previous two. There is some, like, string accompaniment.
Yes.
But it's not like, it's not like the big full horn sections of the last 2 songs, and it's mostly driven by, like, a electric guitar playing, like, kind of a simple melody, and I really like the effect on it that they have, and, like, line it plays. And this is a very vocal-focused song.
Yes.
Florence's vocals really shine through on here.
That's exactly what I had in my notes. The vocals really shine here. I think, her vocals are just completely, like, on a whole other level than most, musicians, I feel like. She just does such a good job, and you can really see it here in this song.
Yeah. It's a really good song, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Very strong vocal performance.
Hey, this is one of those ones that we both agree are, like, very good songs. Sometimes we have, like, our different opinions, but I think, we definitely agree on these.
Well, there's only one song on this album where I'm gonna say I don't like, so.
Really? There's a couple that I say, like, aren't my favorite, which we'll get to, but that doesn't mean I don't like them.
I'm curious now, because
I'm
betting it's gonna be one I really like.
Like, my favorite's gonna be the one that you hate.
Oh, God. I hope not.
We'll see. We'll see. But all right. So getting into number 6, Delilah.
Yep.
So this is another one I've definitely heard before.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. And don't ask me where or when.
I mean, it was a single, so.
Yeah. Like, immediate recognition on this one. But it has kind of like a call and response sound to the vocals. Yeah. Which at first I was like, I don't know if I like it. But as I got into it, I was like, no, I like it. The piano, I feel like, is really strong here. Mm-hmm. As opposed to, the songs that came before this one. I feel like the piano really picked up in this one. And then, like, the beat itself, like, picks up a lot. So
a faster
I like
song.
that about the song. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was good.
Yeah, and also lyrically about Samson and Delilah. the biblical characters.
Yeah. Yep. Always interesting.
Using that for a metaphor for a bad relationship, I think. So, another
Once
one of
again,
those
yeah.
songs.
Yeah. Like, this is like a breakup album, man. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot of like breakup songs, but there's some that aren't.
I mean, like, what better, topics to talk about than like breakup on a song? So, I think it's very well done.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7, Long and Lost. So this one is it's a quieter song. Again, that electric guitar feature. And I think it has some nice drum work here. So it's more low key, and it's definitely one of what I call like the prettiest songs on the album. I know it's funny to say like it's a pretty song, but that's like listening to this, I was like, this is really pretty.
Yeah, I mean it's a good song. Like you mentioned, the electric guitar. Like I really like this sound here, and it's not quite as slow as Various Storms and Saints. I feel like it's got a bit more of a pace to it, but yeah, another one like that.
Yeah. Really like this one.
And good lyrics on here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like feels poetic, good vocals.
Yes.
Most of the same stuff we've been saying, but
I know. Well, I'm always like, Florence is such a poet. Like, I really appreciate the way that she puts together lyrics. And her vocals are so strong that there's so much feeling. And she just paints like such a pretty picture in some of these songs. So, yeah. Anyway, number 8, Caught. Her voice is really pretty in this one. Yep. But this is one that wasn't my favorite on the album.
This is probably my favorite on here.
I knew it.
I really love this song.
I think like it's a little too like folksy for me. I don't know. Something about it. Like, I think, like, the background vocals are a little too repetitive for me.
Oh, I love the background vocals. I love the little background vocal line that goes throughout here.
Yeah, it was just a little too... I don't know what it was, but it did grow on me by the end of the song, though. Like, at first I was like, I don't know about this, but, like, as I got to the end, I was like, I mean, it kind of grew on me, But it's still, I would say it's not one of my favorites, but it's very... Again, her vocals are very pretty on this one.
Yeah, I really like the vocals here. I love how sentimental this song is.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. It's about, like, either, like, trying to get over someone after a breakup or, like, trying not to get back with someone.
Yes.
But I really like the lyrics here and the reference to Persephone at the end and then the reference to both the, destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah and the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice kind of mixes those two up.
I love the references in this song. I really do. And I wish I loved the sound of it more because I do really like the lyrics.
Yeah. No, I really like the sound here. I think it works really well because it's kind of a slower sound.
Yeah.
Kind of a bit soulful. And I think that works really well for the tone of the lyrics.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
I really like this song.
Agree to disagree on this one. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It just wasn't my favorite.
Okay. Alright, well, next.
Okay. Number 9, Third Eye. Okay, again, not my favorite on the album. Yeah! It's
I really
not
like this
bad.
one too.
But again, it's a little too repetitive for me.
That's true, yeah.
And I don't know, I guess it's something that kind of I don't like as much, but the vocals again are really, really pretty. It's got a good beat. I really like how she says, "There's a hole where your heart lies, and I can see it with my third eye." Like, I like the premise of the song. I like the lyrics. I like the vocals, but I think it's just like slightly too repetitive for my taste.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, that doesn't bother me, but I really like this. I like the vocals, the sung vocals that aren't lyrics.
Yeah.
And this is very like cheerful song, and I really like the like instrumentation with like the guitar and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a good song. Yeah,
and I mean, I will say the instrumentals are great. Like, I think it has everything in it to be a song that I really like, but it's just something about it. I'm like, it's just not my favorite one on the album.
And this is another, like, triumphant song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, good lyrics, well written, the poetry.
Maybe I'm more into the moodiness. I don't know. Yeah.
You're usually not. Well, I mean, you're
know.
not, like, super on the cheerful side either, but...
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, well, again, I knew we would be kind of opposite on the ones that weren't my favorite. That's how it always goes. That's what makes it interesting, though.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Next.
All right. Next, number 10, we have St. Jude. So this is another moody track.
Yeah.
Again, her voice is so pretty in this. Like, I'm like always blown away by her vocals.
Yeah.
Good vocals. Instrumentation is beautiful. Yeah, it's just very well put together. This has, to me, like a spa-like music type of feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those, like, kind of, like, calming and, like, meditative tracks that you would, like, hear at a spa, Like, just, I guess the instrumentation of it is,
Now, this feels, like, emotional to me. Like, this feels like, because it's this, like, kind of, I don't know how to put it, but it's this, like, synth sound is the main thing. It feels like the sort of thing you would do for, like, a really low production, like, lo-fi production.
Okay.
It's just this, like, I don't know. This feels like a really stripped back track with, that's meant for the emotionality of the, like, lyrics and the vocals.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see what you mean there, but, like, to me, it makes it into just, like, one of those, like, I don't know. I just think of, like, a spa. Like, you're sitting there, like, all, being chill, and it's like, and it can be very emotional, as you said, but just like a kind of like this meditative, I don't know, that's what I got from it. Yeah.
That's not words I would use to describe this song at all. This is like tears in your eyes, belting out style, not like like meditative, relaxing.
Yeah.
It's a sad song.
Well, maybe I relax in the sadness. I don't know. And usually I don't like sad songs.
Maybe you've always been more comfortable in chaos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is saying a lot about my character, but I'm just like, no. I
was quoting this song.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind.
That's the chorus in this song.
I don't remember. I literally just listened to it like again, like an hour ago too. So that's No, I thought you were being like saying something really interesting.
Also, this is about like a hurricane, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm used to hurricanes,
I still don't think they're relaxing.
No, it's not relaxing at all. Yeah, it's just very moody, but in a way that is like chill to me.
Okay, fair enough.
I need to go back and listen to it again.
It's possible to get different feelings from a song. Those are two very different emotions, I feel like, the one I'm getting and the one you are.
I got you.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely full of emotion. I'll give you that. But to me, it's in a way that's just more relaxing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's a good song. I really like this song.
Yeah. Well, anyway, okay. Moving on. Number 11, we have Mother. So I think this is a solid song. Like,
okay. I don't
to me, see, I knew it. To me, it's like a 10 out of 10. Like, I thought it was really good.
I think this song is bad and should be cut from the album. It doesn't fit for one, and for two, it's a bad song.
I think, okay, I will give you that. It has a different sound to it. To me, it's like more reminiscent of like an 80s or even like a 70s type of song.
I was thinking like classic rock.
Yeah, like you get kind of that more of a feeling, but I think the music is great. The vocals are great. Like, I just thought it was a really solid song.
Yeah, I've never liked this song. It sounds like a classic rock song. It doesn't fit the album. It's a bad closer, too.
I will give you... Yeah,
St. Jude is a much better
choice.
closer.
I agree completely with that. I thought it was an odd choice to put it at the end. And it does have a totally different sound to me than the others. So I could definitely see cutting it from this album. And I do agree that St. Jude should have been a closer on this.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of bonus tracks on this album that,
yeah.
Like, it definitely feels like a situation, like, I mean, I don't know this for certain, but it feels like a situation where it's like recording a lot of material, but then like deciding to cut it because it didn't fit with the album. So
Yeah.
I feel like this song should have been one of the ones cut.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so closing thoughts about the album?
Yeah, like in general, I thought this was like just a really, I'll use the title, a beautiful album. I thought that it was really good, and compared to Ceremonials, I thought it was even better. I kind of felt like in Ceremonials, not that I had a hard time getting through the album, I won't say that, but it was, I guess I don't know how to describe it, but when I listened to this one, I was like, no, I really like this one. To me, it was kind of a quick listen because I liked most of the songs on this album. Actually, I liked all the songs of this album. There were a couple that I said weren't my favorite, but I thought they were still very well done. And I think that's where Florence and the Machine just like really shines. The production is awesome. Like her vocals are just amazing. Like I think like she needs to get way more credit for her vocals. Like I mean, I know she does, but I just think like she has such a beautiful voice and delivery, and the poetry of it is awesome. So I think it's like a really good album.
Yeah. Like I said, it's one of my favorite albums. And again, I think I like Ceremonials better, but there are some songs on here
Yeah.
I really, really like. And yeah, I like the more stripped down sound
Me
throughout here
too.
compared to Ceremonials. And it's a more rock focused sound. And with the exception of Mother, I like all these songs. So,
Yeah.
Really cool album. But like I said, I think I would make this like an 8-track album and just like have it start at How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful and end at St. Jude.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of because, like I said, I like the two like big singles, but I don't think they add to the album. Yeah, really good album regardless.
Yeah, that's where we disagree a little bit, but I just I think it's so moody. I mean, a lot of her music is so moody, but I think like the orchestral feel to a lot of, the intros, the outros, like I think that's just really, really beautiful, and again, just so well done. So I definitely would put this album like on one of my favorites lists, which is funny because like I like Florence and the Machine, but I'm not like a super fan just because it's like I usually listen to a different type of music, but this is definitely one I'm glad I listened to the album. I want to listen to it more. So I would give it, very high marks.
Yeah. Good album. But yeah, I guess if you don't have anything else to add, I'll take us out.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, this has been Beach View, closing out our 4 weeks of albums. Thanks for listening and tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.